What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be using GenPkm, and I'm going to show you how you can batch trade Pokemon using the Poké Creator. Essentially what batch trading is, it allows us to trade more than one Pokemon at a time per trade sequence. Now, this is not going to be a full guide on how to use the Poké Creator. If you would like to use the Poké Creator and learn how to use it, I have made a video on the channel. I'll leave the link in the description or a little clicky button that you can click on the screen. But with that said, we'll run through some basic features of the Poké Creator just so I can show you how your batch trading works. So today we're going to be using Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So we'll select our game and select Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Next, you'll need to select a Pokemon to unlock the locked features section here. So let's just say you wanted the legendary beast trio from Gen 2. That would be Raikou. So we can type in Raikou, come down and set the Met location. There's only one because it's static in Scarlet and Violet. That'll also auto-create your level. So we'll come down and add Pokemon to the batch trade. As you can see, batch trade sets are here. And the beautiful thing is that we can do 4 Pokemon at once in this batch trade. So, as I said, Legendary Beast Trio, we can then come back up to select our Pokemon and then search for Entei. Once again, come down and click on your Met location. It's a static encounter, level 70. Come down to the batch trade sets and then add Pokemon. And then finally, we want Suicune, so we'll just type in Suicune, find it in the list, repeat the Met location process again as it is static, come down and click add Pokemon. Now, the beautiful thing is, as I said, we can do 4 Pokemon, so the Beast Trio is just a trio of 3, so we can come back up and select another Pokemon. Let's just select the Sylveon because it's on screen here. Come down to our Met location and just select one of the Met locations from the list for Scarlet and Violet. Scroll down and then click add Pokemon. We have now selected our 4 Pokemon for our batch trade and we are ready to batch trade. So what do you do next, you ask? As you can see, this flashing start batch trade button, we are going to click on that. When we move to the next screen, it is going to give you some information on the Pokemon that you've requested. So you see here is our batch trade set. And we are almost ready to go. Now, before we start our trade, there are 2 pretty important prerequisites. That being 1, you need an active Nintendo Online subscription. And 2, because we are trading 4 Pokemon, you obviously need to have 4 Pokemon to trade over and or 4 empty spaces in one of your Pokeboxes. Now, with all of that out of the way, we can head over and click on the Start Trade button on GenPkm.com. Once you've done that, GenPkm will assign you a link trade code, which you'll then enter into your Nintendo Switch. And then you'll see on the screen where it says initializing trade. That's where you want to have your code entered and ready to go and begin searching for the trade partner. So once in game, enter your unique link trade code, begin searching for the trade partner, and then once your trade partner has been found, start to select your first Pokemon that you want to trade over. Now guys, these next few steps are pretty important, so please listen carefully to ensure you have a seamless batch trade experience. Alrighty, now the first step, when you are selecting your trade Pokemon, make sure you smash the A button to mash through the trade sequence. If you don't, your Pokemon may get stuck in one of the trade sequences and then the trade will cancel on you, which we don't want to happen. Secondly, and this is one of the more important steps, once you've traded over your first Pokemon, do not, and I repeat, do not exit the trade. The trade will not quit on you, so you'll be able to select your second Pokemon that you want to trade over. And then once you've done that, repeat the process. Don't exit out of the trade, select your third Pokemon, and then with the fourth Pokemon do the same thing, select your Pokemon, and then the trade will exit on its own on the fourth and final trade. As you can see behind me guys, I have sped up the footage, only to show you how seamless it is. If you do follow the 2 key steps where you just mash the A button on your first trade, and then do not exit out of the trade, you will have a seamless trade process and you'll be able to trade through your entire batch trade with no issues. And then once your batch trade has finished on GenPkm.com, you can actually go back to the website. And if you'd like, you can trade back any of the Pokemon that you traded over. As you can see, the 4 Pokemon that I traded over here, I can request to trade back this Pokemon, or I can download the PK hex file and keep that as a backup file. And that's how easy it is to use GenPkm.com to batch trade more than 1 Pokemon at a time. And if you'd like, you can repeat this process using any of the other supported games. So if you wanted to, you could go back and select your game. You can do Legends Arceus, Sword and Shield, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and as I've shown you in the video, we did Scarlet and Violet. Now this feature does not work with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but you can do the other Switch games. And all you have to do is simply repeat the process that I did in this video for any other games that support batch trading, and as I said, this excludes Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure you do go ahead and watch the video on how to use the Poke Creator to its fullest capabilities. As I said earlier in the video, the link will be in the description of this video. And that's it, guys. Until the next one, I'll catch you later.